Hello, friends, and welcome to today's live broadcast. I'm Keck with Builderall, your information products training and support specialist for digital marketing. Thanks for being with me. Today is Monday. You know what that means? That's right, Motivation Monday. Time to get our mindset straight for the week, get motivated for success in business and life. So buckle in, grab a cup of joe or whatever you like, and let's get some motivation in. So let me go ahead and put me in the corner up here. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Keck with Builderall, your information products training and support specialist. Today is Motivation Monday. We're going to take a look at this super cool book by Hal Elrod called The Miracle Morning, the not so obvious secret guaranteed to transform your life before 8 a.m. I know it's a bold claim, but it's actually a small book, but it's very, very, very powerful. And let's go. We're going to start with a little bit about the author Hal Elrod, because he's got a cool story. Hal is quite an inspiring guy. At 20 years old, he was hit head-on by a drunk driver at 70 miles an hour. He was found dead. That's right. After 6 minutes of that near-death experience, he spent several days in a coma and awoke to discover he had suffered brain damage and was told he may never walk again. He defied the odds and proved we're all capable of overcoming obstacles while creating a life of our dreams. Years later, he found himself in a funk and discovered the morning miracle. And here we are today. So, real inspiring story of this young guy who really overcame tremendous challenges and not only got back to kind of normal, but went way past that and thriving now. Okay, so we're going to start with a quote from the book where Hal says, whether you want to make significant improvements in just a few key areas or you're ready for a major overhaul that will radically transform your entire life so that your current circumstances will soon become only a memory of what was, you've picked up the right book. You're about to begin a miraculous journey using a simple but revolutionary process that is guaranteed to transform any area of your life all before 8 a.m., like we said in the opening. Okay, so we're going to talk about several of the big ideas out of this book, and here they are. Number one, taking life head on. It's the only way to roll. Writing a good story includes big challenges. Why mornings? Because they're super important. And life savers are miraculously awesome. And he talks about this acronym for savers throughout, which we'll talk about. S is for silence, the secret sauce. A is for affirmations, rewire through repetition. V is for visualization, see yourself performing. E is for exercise, that's you exercising. R is for reading, and S is for scribing. And then the last big idea we'll unpack today is Habits 101, unbearable to unstoppable. All right, well, here we go with number one, taking life head on. I believe it is crucial for us to embrace the perspective that anything another person has overcome or accomplished is simply evidence that anything, and I mean anything, we need to overcome or want to accomplish is possible for us, no matter what our past or current circumstances. It begins with accepting total responsibility for every aspect of your life and refusing to blame anyone else. The degree to which you accept responsibility for everything in your life is precisely the degree of personal power you have to change or create anything in your life. This is such a huge idea. Well, there's several in here actually, but just this idea, if anybody has ever done anything, that's evidence that you can do it too. Whether it's accomplishing something or overcoming something, if you can look and find in history one human being has done it, that means you can do it too. I love that. Take life head on. Moving forward with this idea is writing a good story. Know that wherever you are in your life right now is both temporary and exactly where you're supposed to be. You have arrived at this moment to learn what you must learn, so you can become the person you need to be to create the life you truly want. Even when life is difficult or challenging, especially when life is difficult and challenging, the present is always an opportunity for us to learn, grow, and become better than we've been before. You are in the process of writing your life story, and no good story is without a hero or heroine overcoming their fair share of challenges. In fact, the bigger the challenges, the better the story. Since there are no restrictions and no limits to where your story goes from here, what do you want the next page to say? Think about this. Any kind of story, a book you've read, maybe a movie you've seen, they always involve great challenges and people overcoming, the main character of the story, overcoming these challenges, beating the odds and being triumphant and victorious, okay? You got to look at your life that way. When there's huge problems and obstacles in your way, don't look at it like, well, what's wrong here? Why is this happening to me? Rather look at it like, man, I am in the middle of a great epic story, and I'm going to press forward and have the victory over this, okay? So look at your life like that story. Writing a good story. I love it. The next big idea is why mornings are so important. How you wake up each day and your morning routine or lack thereof dramatically affects your levels of success in every single area of your life. Focused, productive, successful mornings generate focused, productive, successful days, which inevitably create a successful life in the same way that unfocused, unproductive, and mediocre mornings generate unfocused, unproductive, and mediocre days, and ultimately a mediocre quality of life. By simply changing the way you wake up in the morning, you can transform any area of your life faster than you ever thought possible. Man, this is a great idea, and I just kind of want to spin off it a little to mention an extension of this idea, which is if you look at the quality of your day or the quality of your days, okay, just take one 24-hour period. The quality of that day is really the quality of your life, because every day just adds up, and that's your life. So the idea to be able to design your life, be more intentional about your life, all comes down to being more intentional with your day and having some intention and focus and consciously directing that day instead of just letting it happen. And in so doing, you'll be consciously directing your whole life. I love this idea. Okay, moving on to the next one. The Miracle Morning Life Savers. So SAVERS, this acronym. In order to save your level 10 life from being neglected and limited by the demands of your life situation, which ultimately leads to a life of regret, unfilled potential, and even mediocrity, you must prioritize and dedicate time each day to your personal development. Enter the Miracle Morning Life Savers, a set of 6 simple, life-enhancing, life-changing daily practices, each of which develops one more of the physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual aspects of your life so that you can become who you need to be to create the life you want. Did you ever consider that? In order to create the life you want, you've got to become the person you want to be. So this Miracle Morning, this Life Savers acronyms covers kind of the totality in a general sense of your life. All right, so let's just look briefly at these Life Savers here. S is for silence, A is for affirmations, V is for visualization, E is for exercise, R is for reading, and S is for scribing. And very important, simple daily practices, okay? These are things you need to practice every day. So let's look at each one of them a little more in depth. First off, silence. If you want to immediately reduce your stress levels, to begin each day with the kind of calm, clarity, and peace of mind that will allow you to stay focused on what's most important in your life and even dance on the edge of enlightenment, do the opposite of what most people do. Start every morning with a period of purposeful silence. The life-enhancing benefits of silence have been well documented throughout the ages. From the power of prayer to the magic of meditation, some of the greatest minds in history have used purposeful silence to transcend their limitations and create extraordinary results. I like this, whatever you call it, prayer, meditation, just the power of silence, the power of purposeful silence goes a long way. Think about it. How many times in your day do you take the opportunity just to stop, to be still, and to just be silent? Get comfortable with that. They call it, especially in speaking or public speaking, they call it an uncomfortable pause or an uncomfortable silence, because somebody may be talking and then there's that uncomfortable pause. And everybody feels like there should be words in here. Please keep bringing the words to fill my brain up. But no, let's just practice silence. So I love it. Silence is the S. Don't be afraid of it. A is for affirmations. You can use affirmations to start programming yourself to be confident and successful in everything you do. Simply by repeatedly telling yourself who you want to be, what you want to accomplish, and how you're going to accomplish it. With enough repetition, your subconscious mind will begin to believe what you tell it, act upon it, and eventually manifest it in your reality. Putting your affirmations in writing makes it possible for you to choose your new programming, so it moves you towards that desired condition or state of mind by enabling you to consistently review it. Constant repetition of an affirmation will lead to acceptance by the mind and result in changes in your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. Since you get to choose, I love that, you get to choose and create your affirmations, you can design them to help you establish the thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors that you want and need to succeed. Affirmations, this idea of programming our brains, programming our subconscious. Have it your way. Have it your way. Burger King. Man, they've programmed that in there. It's deep in there right now. Okay. So anything, you've all got that tune stuck in your head and you don't know how it got stuck in your head. It's just displaying the power of your subconscious mind. You've heard that so many times that now it's just in there and it just comes out at random. Okay. So we want to purposefully program our minds, purposely put the things in here we want, purposely tell us what's going to happen with our lives and how it's going to look. So that's affirmations. Actually, how it's going to look would be next. V is for visualization. Visualization, also known as creative visualization or mental rehearsal, refers to the practice of seeking to generate positive results in your outer world by using your imagination to create mental pictures of specific behaviors and outcomes occurring in your life. Frequently used by athletes to enhance their performance, visualization is the process of imagining exactly what you want to achieve or attain and then mentally rehearsing what you'll need to do to achieve or attain it. Again, this is an extension of the mental programming that affirmation provides, because affirmation is the auditory. Okay, we have several different learning modalities. Visual, auditory means you hear something. Visual means you see it with your eyes. So we're doing the affirmations to fulfill the auditory needs, and then we're going to do this visualization. We're also going to think about it and create a mental picture in our heads and see ourselves, see our life going that way. Very powerful. The imagination is so underutilized. It is one of our superpowers indeed, but we've got to tap into it. All right. So the next one is E is for exercise. Morning exercise should be a staple in your daily rituals. When you exercise for even a few minutes every morning, it significantly boosts your energy, enhances your health, improves your self-confidence and emotional well-being, and enables you to think better and concentrate longer. Exercise, exercise, exercise. I don't remember who it was, but in one book, a researcher on depression said, exercising is like taking a hit of Ritalin and a shot of Prozac all at the same time. You feel good and calm. It's so powerful. Exercise to really set your day off right, to set your physicality off right, your physiology. And again, it's all connected. You know, we think about, oh, this is my body and this is my mind, but it's really just me. We put labels on all these things and we work together as a whole person. So let's not neglect the exercise. And it doesn't have to be much. It could just be, hey, every morning as part of this morning ritual I'm doing, I am going to fill in the blank. I'm going to do maybe push-ups. Just start with 10 push-ups. Start with however many push-ups you can do, and then just work up to it and just make it non-negotiable. Every morning, you're going to do this as part of your routine. Exercise. Come on, love yourself enough to take care of your body. R is for reading. Reading The fifth practice in the Lifesavers is the fast track to transforming any area of your life. It is one of the most immediate methods for acquiring the knowledge, ideas, and strategies you need to achieve level 10 success in any area of your life. The key is to learn from the experts, those who have already done what you want to do. Don't reinvent the wheel. The fastest way to achieve anything you want is to model successful people who have already achieved it. With an almost infinite amount of books available on every topic, there are no limits to the knowledge you can gain through daily reading. Another cool thing about reading, as we put it into our morning routine, is it really helps our mind and helps our sense of calmness, because just like these all go together, obviously, but just like the silence, okay, whether it's prayer or meditation or whatever silence you choose to practice, it has this calming effect. Likewise, reading is kind of like trick meditation, okay? I say that because in traditional meditations, we're trying to just kind of be the observer and be silent and observe the thoughts going on our heads. They come and they go, and we just try not to be attached to them. But reading, on the other hand, you're using your visual, looking at words, and those words, you're kind of saying them to yourself in your head as you're reading them. So it really forces you into a little bit of that state of focus that is very close to silence and meditation. So reading is great to put on there, and read something that inspires you every day. Maybe it might be, if you're a religious person or a spiritual person, it may be religious or spiritual writings, the Bible, the Tao Te Ching, the Dhammapada, whatever it is for you. But find something that inspires you, something that hopefully you can connect with, the whole that we're a part of here, and just a little bit of reading. Okay? And the next one kind of spills into this. Oops, where'd it go? Did I miss S? Okay, I forgot to put S in here. Okay. S is for scribing. Scribing is writing. Okay. Now, a lot of people look at this and think, oh, journaling, I don't want to do journaling. You don't have to do journaling. But here's what I'm going to recommend, is that you write your goals for the day as part of your morning routine. Okay, you're going to write down your goals. Now, it doesn't have to be an extensive list. It can be. If you really get into it, you can write all your goals down for the day. But here's the most important part. I want you to write down at least one thing you can do today that will have the biggest impact in moving you towards your biggest goals. Okay, just one thing. Okay, write that down. This is my one most important thing I have to get done today. And then have in your mind, after this morning routine, I'm going to knock that out. The biggest thing, I'm going to knock it off my list after this morning routine. Okay, so that's S, scribe. Just write a little something down. And if you get in the habit of writing your goals down every day, be careful, because you will achieve them. Okay, and the last one now is Habits 101. Considering that our habits create our life, there is arguably no single skill that is more important for you to learn and master than controlling your habits. You must identify, implement, and maintain the habits necessary for creating the results you want in your life, while learning how to let go of any negative habits which are holding you back from achieving your true potential. Wow, this is just so much wisdom here just in this 2-sentence paragraph, but this is what it comes down to. This skill is so important, considering that our habits create our life. Have you ever looked at creating habits, identifying habits, and being in control of the habits of your life as the single most important skill in your life? Well, maybe we should start looking at it like that. It makes a lot of sense. So, Habits 101, learn how to make habits work for you and not against you. All right, so that's all the big ideas we're going to unpack out of this book, The Morning Miracle. Taking life head on, it's the only way to roll. Writing a good story, remember, it includes big challenges, and you will triumph as you push forward and find the victory over those challenges and write a great story of your life. Why mornings? Because they're super important. They set the tone for the whole day. And remember, the quality of your day really is the quality of your life. So make it count. Life Savers, they're miraculously awesome. S is for silence, the secret sauce. A is for affirmations, rewire through repetition. V is for visualizations, see yourself performing. E is for exercise, love yourself enough to take care of your body. R is for reading, and S is for scribing. Write down that one most important goal, thing that if you accomplish and do, you will be moved closer to your number one most important goal. And do that after your morning routine. And number one, Habits 101, unbearable to unstoppable. I love this, the miracle morning. All right, friends, well, that's all I've got for you today on Motivation Monday. I hope you enjoyed this. I encourage you, really do this. Create a morning routine. It will change your life. This is really the awesome sauce, my friends. All right, well, let's build it with Builderall, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Ciao for now, friends.